what I'm talking about!
Okay, here we go with a look at a Beyer barrel product. This is the 4.5-inch charger barrel. I'm really excited about this barrel. There really aren't any sub 6-inch barrels currently available that I'm aware of. Zimmerman Arms made a 5 1/4 inch barrel, but this is the shortest barrel that I can currently find right now. And having a barrel that's sub 5 inches really gives your suppressor host the ability to shoot bulk standard velocity ammunition and keep it whisper quiet while shooting with the suppressor. Now there is not much barrel here, so just about any stock that you're going to put this charger on, it's not going to reveal much of this barrel once it's installed. The Knox Axiom stock by Blackhawk is probably going to be the stock that's going to reveal the barrel the most out of all of the charger stocks that come to my mind. I'm going to show you what this barrel looks like installed on a couple stocks. This is what it looks like just on the receiver, just the barreled receiver here, and you can see that there is not much barrel here. I'm going to show you what it looks like installed on the Old Fort Arms Arrowhead stock. And this has got the short quad rail handguard that I showed in the review for the Arrowhead stock installed on a Ruger charger. You can see that the barrel doesn't even peek past the end of this very short quad rail. But when you get your suppressor on there, your muzzle end sticks way past the end of the handguard. Now I do like this stock for a charger stock, but I've been wanting to mess around with a SIG arm brace on a charger, but for as low as this buffer tube mount is, I don't think I could use a standard SIG arm brace. They've got another version that might work, but I think that first generation SIG arm brace is going to dip down too low to accommodate this stock. So I'm going to install this barreled receiver in an Archangel 5.56 stock modified to accept the SIG arm brace. Now I'm going to have a separate video reviewing this build, so keep an eye out for that. But this here shows you what the 4.5-inch Beyer barrel looks like installed in an Archangel 5.56 stock equipped with a SIG brace. I did have to cut the handguard down. The barrel is way back in this forend, and even with the suppressor threaded to the barrel, the overall length still wasn't long enough to come past the end of the original length of the handguard. So I ended up cutting the handguard down to accommodate the length of this barrel and suppressor. So let me show you what it looks like being shot out at the range. I'm going to be using standard velocity bulk ammunition for this trip out to the range, and you're going to be able to hear the difference in sound between the unsuppressed 4.5-inch barrel and then the suppressed 4.5-inch barrel with the standard velocity bulk ammunition. That 4.5-inch barrel really does keep the velocity down, keeps that standard bulk ammunition just whisper quiet. And I'm going to start by shooting it without the suppressor so you can hear how loud it is with just the 4.5-inch barrel, and you can hear how quiet it gets even with standard velocity ammunition with this 4.5-inch barrel and the suppressor. So here it is with the standard velocity through the 4.5-inch barrel. Now because the barrel is so short, if I put my hand up here with the AFG2, then the majority of my hand is in front of the barrel, and there's a lot of ventilation stuff going on here. I could potentially catch some, I don't know, burnt fragments and whatnot. I just don't want to get that gas on my hand, so I'm going to keep my hand back here until I get the suppressor on there and I know that that muzzle extends out. So this is what it sounds like without the suppressor. And then this is what it sounds like with the suppressor with standard velocity ammunition. It's a big, big difference. When you're running the 1022 with a longer barrel, even with the SBX or the Beyer shrouded barrel, the 10 inches or the 12 inches that you're running, it's still enough to let even standard velocity ammunition get fast enough to start to break the sound barrier, and you have to basically run subsonic ammunition through a 1022. But with a charger and this 4.5-inch barrel, you could basically shoot any ammunition that you want and keep it real whisper quiet. So let's load up another magazine and run it again. So that's what the barrel sounds like suppressed. Like I said, I can only really recall 3 companies that has made anything under 6 inches. The Zimmerman Arms made a 5.25-inch barrel. Tactical Solutions made a barrel, but I don't recall what the length of that barrel is. I just know that it's been discontinued, and it's been discontinued for so long you don't even find them on the secondhand market for sale. And then Beyer is the third company that makes a sub 6-inch barrel for the Ruger Charger or for your 1022 if you want to SBR it. The Charger makes for a great suppressor host because there are so many accessories for the Ruger 1022 that are compatible with the Ruger Charger. Alright, well, there's a close, simple look at the Beyer 4.5-inch barrel. It's a big world out there, and we're bound to run into a shady situation. Until then, keep your gear on you.